Why did my neighbor already have my rent check? Listen, I'm a creature of habit. Every month, on the 1st, I grab my rent check, walk down to the lobby of my brick and mortar in Brooklyn, and slide it into the outgoing slot. Simple, right? But last Tuesday, my landlord, Mr. Henderson, a guy who still uses a flip phone and drinks lukewarm Sanka, texts me, "Got the check, Mike. Appreciate the early bird special." My heart hit the floor. It was only 10 a.m., and my sign check was still sitting on my kitchen counter next to a half-eaten bagel. I played it cool. I told him I'd call him back, but my skin was crawling. I went straight to the hardware store, grabbed a tiny motion sync camera, and tucked it into the corner of the mailroom, right behind a dusty fire extinguisher. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept refreshing the feed on my phone, staring at the grainy black and white footage of a hallway I've walked 1,000 times. Then, at 3:15 a.m., the alert popped. A figure in a heavy hoodie slides into the frame. They didn't look like a burglar. They looked comfortable. They pulled out a thin, professional-grade tension tool and popped the master lock on the mail cluster like it was made of butter. When the person turned to leave, the infrared light hit their face. It was Gary. Gary from 4B. The guy who let me borrow his jumper cables last winter. The guy who always talks about neighborhood watch. He wasn't just taking mail. He was replacing it. He had a stack of washed checks, rewritten with forged signatures, filtering them back into the system to keep the landlord quiet while he drained our actual accounts from the back end. I'm sitting here now watching the cops lead Gary out in zip ties, and I'm wondering, who else has a key to your life? If you think you know your neighbors, think again.